Alright everyone, the other day Biden gave a press conference. He doesn't do this normally. He generally just makes a statement briefly and then he staggers off the stage, occasionally tripping over a sandbag or something. The White House was trying to do a campaign reset. Basically, because of the debate performance, everyone is questioning, is Joe Biden actually able to lead the nation? Should he be the candidate? So naturally, they wanted to take care of people's fears, and they wanted to show Joe Biden in top performance, added up or something like that. I don't think that they achieved their goal. I think that it backfired on them. In fact, I think that it's going to make more questions about his cognitive health than it solves. And the problem is that the main meme right now is the anyway game, because Biden just trailed off repeatedly, didn't apparently always know what he was saying. He's trying to say something, but then he just randomly stops. Anyway, let me pivot to something else, something that I know what I'm talking about. He took questions. I mean, that's to his credit, I guess. Normally he doesn't even interact with the press, even though they all fawn over him, and they circled the wagons for 3 years unsuccessfully to tell people that he didn't have any form of dementia, and you were a conspiracy theorist if you thought there was anything wrong. That didn't appear to work in the end, and that's the problem. The problem is when they try to get Biden to stand down, he refuses, and they can't really force him to stand down. He would have to have more obvious cognitive issues in order for them to 25th him. So they can't really do that. What are they supposed to do? There is nothing that they can do. They have to run Joe Biden. And arguably, that's better than the alternatives. I keep saying, the idea of running Kamala is completely asinine. It makes absolutely no sense. Cede several states and run somebody who's several points behind Biden in the polls, even though Biden's being soundly beaten too. Whether it's a head-to-head matchup or a five-way race, at this point, everything's flashing red pretty much. There was literally a drinking game about the anyway thing that was proffered as a meme online. I cannot personally endorse this. It would probably lead to the video getting taken down if I were to suggest such a drinking game on a YouTube video. Because he said it so many times, you could legit kill yourself with alcohol. So, I do not, officially, I do not recommend the anyway drinking game during Biden press conferences. It's probably the last one we'll see. As you can see, if you watch bits of it, Biden is just a wreck. Verbally speaking, he's a wreck. And it's not just a stutter. That was what they tried to astroturf it as. Also, the official explanation for the debate performance has now changed. The new explanation is, well, come on, man, I was across 15 time zones and I didn't sleep well. Okay, so lack of sleep is responsible for it. Before it was over-preparing. I did too much debate prep, and that's why I flubbed it. I was a wreck. I was over-prepared. I was overthinking it, basically. Okay, so which is it? I don't think it's both of these things at once. I'm assuming that you did get some sleep that night. I'm assuming that you got some. You're the President of the United States. You're supposed to have a long work day. It's part of the point. It's part of the problem of actually having that particular job. But Joe Biden, apparently, he didn't get his bran muffin that night, so he couldn't have his bowel movement. He had indigestion. Jill forgot to cook the bran muffin, and that's responsible for his poor debate performance. None of this makes any sense, by the way. Literally nothing that we're seeing right now, politically speaking, makes any sense. Have we really gotten to that point as a nation where this is the best that we can hope for? A literal dementia patient with probable Parkinson's, by the way, as President of the United States? I would like to think that we can do a little bit better than that. Donald Trump is certainly better. He's not perfect, but at least an attempt is made with regards to foreign policy and domestic policy as well. An attempt is made. Sometimes things go right. Well, name something that's gone right with Joe Biden. I can't really name anything. Okay, he got the infrastructure deal, so he spent several trillion, billion, zillion dollars on literally nothing, on Solyndra 2.0. Is this really the best that we can do? And by the way, the only way to stop this from happening is just to vote for Donald Trump. Biden's not going to be cycled out for some younger, more charismatic, more intelligent, less demented, preferably, Democrat. It's not going to be Buttigieg 24. It's not going to be Kamala. She's even less intelligent than Joe, so that'd be a shit show. It's not going to be anyone else. It's going to be Joe Biden. It's a dichotomous choice. I think the Democrats are really dreading this, by the way, because you've still got months until the election. There is plenty more time for Joe Biden to fuck up again. That's why they're upset, because they know he's going to be the nominee. Unless he stands down at the convention, which he gives no indicator that he's willing to do, it's going to be Trump v. Joe Biden. Trump could be running with an ankle monitor on from the Mar-a-Lago, while Biden is running from a hospital bed. This is bizarre, actually. I've seen a lot of weird shit in politics. The Monica Lewinsky thing, Fast and Furious, hell, lockdownerism and stuff. I've never seen something quite like this, actually. And I've gone back and watched political material from long before I was born. I can't find an equivalent to what's going on right now. It's just crazy. It's as crazy as Joe Biden is. The White House says, okay, don't worry. You had a bad debate performance. People clearly know that you're demented. I know what we'll do. We'll put you up in front of the press for an hour. You'll totally be able to keep up with them. It won't be a freak show, but it was a freak show. I mean, okay, it was better than the debate performance. We'll give him credit for that, I suppose. But not much. Not much more energy. Not much more coherence. And that's when he doesn't have to, parlay with Donald Trump. Because, I mean, can you imagine how crazy the September debate's likely to be? Donald Trump will show up. He's not going to be sweating it. He's just going to shrug in a smug manner and just stand there and let Joe Biden have enough rope to hang himself verbally. This is a crazy campaign. They were insane to nominate him in the first place in 2020 because they should have known, with his age and with his already evident cognitive decline that he had at the time, they should have known that this would happen. They should have seen it coming. They probably did, and they just ignored it and said, okay, well, we're just hoping that he can hold on for 8 years. I mean, maybe. We can use CIA super drugs or something like that. And look at this conference. Link in the description again, archived, of course. It's insane. Joe Biden trails off repeatedly, sometimes doesn't appear to know what he's talking about. It's like, what's the second letter of the alphabet? Well, come on, Jack. Dad taught me the alphabet in Scranton in 1952. And stuff like that. I mean, this is just bizarre at this point. And it is kind of elder abuse when you think about it. That's about all. Peace out.